Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Smark Tank. I'm an Epstein alongside the... I don't know if you deserve this name anymore. It was kind of based on Bobby Roode's glorious one.
He's gone now.
And,
we've lost him.
He just lost to Victor.
Yeah.
The wondrous one, Bob Black. I don't know. Should he keep that name?
I'll keep it. I'll make it great again.
Okay.
Ha! There you go, kids.
Using catchphrases.
Yeah.
Just like the President of the United States.
You know, it's gonna be huge.
Yep.
Huge.
Well, I wanted to talk to you about this off-air, about doing a political pod or maybe a political YouTube sub.
I feel like Donald Trump... I feel like the Democrats are really, really dropping the ball by not having, The Rock be there.
Their 2020 run?
Yeah, just because, all
right, so wrestling related still.
Who could cut a promo on Donald Trump better than The Rock?
Well, the character The Rock could, but I don't know if Dwayne Johnson, the citizen, could beat The Rock. Oh my God, beat The Rock.
Yeah,
I don't know if he could beat himself. Yeah. Beat Donald Trump as well.
Donald Trump is doing WWE style promos at these rallies.
Every chance he gets.
So why not have The Rock? Look here. I know you came out to see The Rock, but we're going to talk about this candy-ass Donald Trump for a little bit, with his floppy hair.
Well, I think he's friends with Donald Trump. That's probably why, he just, he's never publicly stated anything against or for him.
That's true. He hasn't.
So,
yeah, that's true.
Right. The Rock is I like to make movies.
He does.
And I love my daughter.
That's
I like to eat peanut butter cookies on Instagram on my cheat days.
Yeah, that's fair.
The Rock is just not affected by the world.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. He does.
Now, I don't know if that makes him an asshole or just a chill person. I'm gonna go with the latter right now because, the world is completely off its rocker. But whatever, it doesn't affect everybody.
Yeah.
Some people can just be politics is huge. Because, this is definitely not politics as usual. This is like Vince McMahon taking over the fucking White House right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Donald J. DJT.
Yeah, that's true.
Fucking up there, cutting promos on fucking Christine Blasey Ford and shit.
Yeah.
Really? Did you really just fucking cut a promo?
He definitely cut a promo on her. And he's, but that's what
he does though. That's why people are into him. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's the whole Kavanaugh came out and cut a promo on them. Yeah, and then Lindsey Graham cut a promo. I was are they just
Lindsey Graham cut a promo? That's right.
I was is everyone just cutting promos now? What's going on? I was
but Lindsey Graham cut like a white meat babyface wannabe promo. It's you're screwing over these hard Americans.
They definitely did. I felt like
I'm so sick to death of the Democrats.
I feel like someone should have went through a table. They didn't put anyone through a table.
There was no table. There was no payoff.
There's no payoff.
No payoff. All promos, no payoff.
I wanted
there'll be a payoff. It's called Kavanaugh getting to the Supreme Court.
I wanted Cory Booker to be what? What did you say?
Cory Booker's gonna give you the bookend.
Yeah.
From Jersey Strong, baby.
And just put Lindsey Graham through a table or something. Cause that's what they were doing. They were doing WWE pageantry. They were it was Spartacus and all this other stuff. And
it was just a bunch of bullshit. This whole shit is ridiculous. I've never seen anything like that in all my 35 years. Which is young, supposedly.
I
feel like I've seen some shit.
I watched the videos of the Anita Hill hearings, and they were worse. They really went after. They went at Anita Hill.
Because they had time at that point. They weren't facing the midterm elections.
Yeah, in all the worst ways too. They
never won a Bork again.
Yeah.
And a Bork is
Robert Bork.
a Supreme Court nominee who was not confirmed.
Yeah, that
was a Reagan nominee, right?
I think so. Yeah. They cut
for all you wrestling fans out there who have all the interest in the world of political podcasts.
Yeah, they cut her apart. So this has just kind of been kind of tame. This is been kind of WWE.
What? This is not tame.
Compared to what they did to Anita Hill, this is tame. This is like
you didn't have Clarence Thomas coming out saying it was a political hit from the Clintons.
Yes, he said this is a high tech lynching.
Yes. Yeah,
like he screamed.
He used the race card.
He
He definitely used the race card.
And then they had like people coming out being like, she's a slut. She wants to fuck him. That's why she's making this stuff up. She's
that was later on. They had 200 character
yeah.
witnesses that came out and testified.
And there's like, oh, she's an awful person. And then
she's just a professor who did her civic duty.
And then it comes out later that all that was bullshit, and she was telling the truth.
Yep.
And they basically slandered this woman's name because she was telling the truth, that she was not in a powerful position.
And that's going to be our political podcast later on, guys.
Yeah, but like that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like compared to that, this has just like been WWE promos. This has been like Lindsey Graham being like, "Look here, brother. I came from these Ohio brothers
from North Carolina, baby.
All right, baby. And I died with kings and queens and Donald Trumps and like that. That's what it was. It was just like it's like what is going on?
Yeah, I
thought he was gonna bring out his Olympic gold medals and be like, in all my years of the Olympic competition, I use the 3 eyes and and you guys
all politicians. Yeah. You know what? If Ted Cruz starts coming out,
and you guys have none of them. You don't have intelligence. You don't have integrity.
Ted Cruz has the dumbest voice though. He can't like pull off any promos successfully. He's a great debater though, but like he's like,
I'll tell you what, Texas strong.
It reminds me of like George Bush Sr., but like a not as good version.
Pretty much
like the poor man's George Bush Sr. with like a crooked nose, and he looks like Eddie Munster.
He's such an interesting figure because he's like no one likes him, so he's like
but yet he wins every time in Texas.
He's like the Roman Reigns. He's like the Roman Reigns of politics right now.
No, but like Roman Reigns wouldn't get all the votes though. Like, all right, look, if you get an online poll, because most of the hardcore people are on the internet, right? And WWE literally put out a poll. And it's like, who do you want to be champion, Roman Reigns or Dean Ambrose? Like, Dean Ambrose would win like by like 75% margin, probably.
Probably huge. So, yeah. I mean, I guess that's a good segue. Let's go straight into Ted Cruz versus Beto O'Rourke or Roman Reigns versus Dean Ambrose.
Let's save that for the political show that we're going to do. Because I actually do want to do a political show, but I think we'll just do it on YouTube.
I feel like it's just going to be a very, very hard show to pull off because people get so passionate about it.
That's fine, though. I'd rather them be passionate about something than be, apathetic about nothing,
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. So, I don't know if you knew this, but Raw definitely felt like a 1998 episode.
Sure. I mean, there were more interesting things about it than other shows.
Well, here's what I liked about it. Yeah. They started out with a promo that was short that led into an angle which led into a match.
That was nice, yeah.
So, like, it felt like there was progression throughout the episode.
That's what you want.
And I've been asking for that for weeks now, and then they finally do it, It
was pretty nice, yeah.
It felt like they were trying a little harder, and, like, I'm going to give them a compliment. It definitely showed. And not to mention, they had everybody pulling off matches that were for something, that were interesting, that, like, okay, well, this guy, it was a non-title match. This guy lost. Now it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
And then there was like a little progression moment with Dolph Ziggler and and Strowman and Drew McIntyre, and they were like, we don't want a weak link on our team, and then looked at him and then walked off. And I was like, oh, I kind of feel bad for him a little bit, because like, he's just a fucking human being that has no control over whether he wins or loses a match, and you guys are like,
except he does.
Does he?
Not really. No.
You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, I just felt bad for Ziggler because this is the first time Ziggler's been in like a main event story arc.
Yeah.
And he's getting shit on in the main event story arc. And I'm like, I just feel bad for you.
I hope it's like,
because you're such a good wrestler. You are the modern HBK. And you'll never get as booked as good as him because it's not 1998.
And Vince likes big guys. Vince had a short-term crush on HBK that lasted like most of the 90s. And then after that, he was like, oh, big guys. Yeah, my first loves.
I think I'm going to get the Ultimate Warrior back in here. I think we're going to go in a different direction than you.
Lex Luger. Show me those guns.
Oh my God, Lex Luger. Yeah.
Show me those guns,
But
baby.
HBK really did take it over at one point, and
I mean,
it made
yeah.
sense because you had a big guy named Triple H in China backing HBK.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like it didn't make sense, you know. But I don't know, man. Like Ziggler's backed down by two big guys. Yet,
I mean, HBK just had he had a very, very good understanding of the business and how angles worked. And Vince at that point was just losing everyone to WCW.
yeah,
He lost Razor, he lost Diesel.
yeah.
He lost, he was losing
Lex Luger.
Lex Luger. He's losing everyone.
He's losing all the people.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like what's happening now, where it's like you lost Cody Rhodes.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, did you not bet on Cody Rhodes? Like, nobody would have bet that Cody Rhodes would have done this good. No. Like, even I would not.
Well,
and
yeah.
I'll be fucking real. Like, all right, I'm sending you out of the world as Stardust. Go fucking do it. And then he's like, same thing with, like, CJ Parker. They're like, all right, CJ, you're not going to protest the environment anymore. Out the door. And then he becomes fucking Juice Robinson, one of the greatest fucking in-ring and promo workers you've ever seen,
Yeah.
I mean, that's why these people were in WWE in the first place, is because obviously they were that good. But they fucking really bet on themselves and became much, much more.
Well, yeah. I mean, they understood what their value was. They understood what their worth was. And, like, it's, like, one thing for you. Like, and it's, like, I think that almost every performer there in WWE who's not on screen or whatever, they can go out in the indies and do their thing and become big if they wanted to, because like I think if you made it to WWE, you're talented.
Yeah,
you're very clearly talented. If you made it on the radar, you're talented. So it's like you can do it, and like it's a question of how much are you willing to bet on yourself, because like you have this really huge gorilla, which is WWE. And you have all these other companies that you can make a name for yourself. Drew McIntyre went out on the indies and made a huge name for himself after being in 3MB, and everyone thought he was done. They're like, he's over. He's always going to be 3MB guy.
No.
Yeah, he's always going to
be. Oh, no, he wasn't.
Yeah.
He became more. What's that from? What?
I don't remember.
I am more now. Yeah, no, he's not even. He doesn't even have a shred of like three. Like, I feel like if Cody came back to WWE, they'd be like, "Oh, Cody, Stardust, right?"
Yeah.
Like
He'd be
like, bro, like his promo now is just like to cut Stardust to shreds. Like, I never wanted that. Like, come on, man.
Yeah. They're doing good promo work over there now.
They're doing everything.
Yeah.
There's cross-brand promotion. Like, Billy Corgan, his top guy is Cody.
Which is wild.
Cody is the fucking IWGP US champion.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, he had another belt, though. He just lost it, I think. Was it the ROH world title?
No.
Or is it like the IC ROH title or something? Like, he had another title, and now I don't see that title anymore. I kind of missed. I missed a beat.
I know he had NWA title. For
Yeah, but he had a title going into the NWA title, didn't he?
No.
No. Okay. So okay.
The last title he held was he held the Irish title last year, I think, and then Jay Lethal took it from him, and then
now he wants that back, and then he also wants to get the IWGP Heavyweight title from
Cody,
Kenny. So
Cody,
Coda
Kota
Ibushi.
Kenny Cody.
But you know what I like about him as well is he says, well, there's all this speculation that on January 1st, me and the Bullet Club are going to WWE. Look, I'll be honest, guys, I'm not into it. I kind of like what I'm doing out here, and then like Brandy's wrestling and like actually fun to watch, and like I'm like thinking, wow, this is a ring announcer and like a fucking jobber. Basically, Cody was a jobber in WWE.
Yeah, he was
a lower mid card, not even mid card. He wasn't even the mid card dude. He was like a throwaway match for Stephen Amell. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, they thought Ted DiBiase Jr. was going to be the one to get pushed. They were like ready to push him, and like they never were ready to push Cody. Like, I don't know what happened to Ted DiBiase.
I don't know
Jr.
either. You
Yeah.
don't even hear about it.
Yeah, like he was like the guy that they like. You could tell they liked. He was tall. He was like like bigger. They like they wanted to push.
He was the
guy.
generation after the Orton.
Yeah,
Randy Orton.
Yeah,
basically.
and like then he disappeared, and they were like, all right,
now
Cody.
Randy Orton's like, I'm checking out, guys.
Yeah.
Prime is over. That was 10 years ago for me. I want to be Kevin Owens now.
I think everyone wants to be Kevin Owens on a certain level. Just only because it's
Well, because Kevin Owens doesn't have to try that hard.
Yeah.
He just is naturally good.
He's just who
He
is.
is naturally gifted on the mic. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Speaking of Kevin Owens, did you see that segment this week where the fans just like booed for 7 fucking minutes straight? And it was like not a boo. It was like
Nuclear heat.
it was like fucking
Nuclear.
Kevin Owens said he wanted a pelt of sound like Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
Oh, he got that this week.
That shit was
he couldn't even cut his promo. They were so loud.
That was nuclear heat.
I've never heard anything like that.
Well, they're in Seattle. You mentioned the Supersonics in Seattle. You are going to get blamed.
Yeah, well, they're losing their team.
They lost their team. They lost their team.
Yeah.
The Seattle Supersonics are now the Oklahoma City Thunder, and Seattle has ever since they
basically were like, you don't have a basketball team. That's how terrible your fucking town is.
The team wasn't even that basically the way they finagled it was that because I'm a basketball fan, I know a story. They basically what happened is like their arena thing went up, and like they had to renegotiate a deal for their arena.
Okay.
And they were selling the team and like the new guy was gonna buy a team and build a new arena, and then like something happened where like they kind of like there was like
they lost the land.
No, there was like a month leeway like where the contract kind of got fucked up a little bit.
It got lapsed.
Yeah, and then the guy who bought the team was like, he let a month pass, another month pass, like a couple months pass, and he was like, okay, I'm moving to Oklahoma City, like completely just like out of the blue, did not tell anybody.
That's kind of fine though, because they didn't give him. They let too many months pass. Didn't they?
Here's the thing. People were like nervous about him buying the team because they knew he was from Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
And they knew like he was like talking about he wanted a team in Oklahoma, blah, blah, blah.
Oh.
So he said explicitly, I will not move the team. And then he moved the team.
He's like, nah, you know, why have all this money if you can't have what you want?
Yeah. And
then he took the fucking team.
And it was like, don't get me wrong.
He's like, I'll get a little heat now.
Yeah.
But I'm going to feel real good later.
Like, don't get me wrong. The Supersonics were not a good team at that point. They were like, had been losing for a while. But like, they were like not like the attendance was not down. They were like
they were making money.
They were still a beloved team in Seattle, and like they like fans in Seattle felt like they were robbed, and they were robbed. They were like if you keep
since Oklahoma City actually did good.
Yeah, they were robbed.
Didn't they go the finals? The NBA finals?
Yeah.
How many times already? Like twice?
One?
Yeah. Okay, I thought that had happened twice. All right, so Seattle Supersonics
they got robbed.
Could have been that team.
Yeah, they got robbed.
So
and so they take that shit very, very, very fucking personally.
I can see that. I can see that.
So when Elias dropped that line about the Supersonics, they were like, "Fuck you, bro. This isn't even about wrestling anymore."
Yeah, I never. That's what it felt like. I've never seen that.
Yeah, like
that kind of. That's not even a chorus of boos. That was just like. I don't know, man. That was something.
Yeah.
It was like it took like a life. Like those people all didn't care anymore. They were like, yeah, you wanted heat. Here you go. And like then that threw Elias and Kevin Owens off, and nothing throws Kevin Owens off.
Yeah, no, that
he was like, yeah, because these people are so selfish. Blah, blah, blah. I would have kept going with it though. I mean, like if I was them, I'd be like, what? You're so mad about your little basketball team. That's what you got to live with me. I would have kept going.
No, they you know what? You
know what? Basketball sucks. I just started cutting promos on basketball.
I don't think they were prepared for the level of heat that was gonna get them.
But that's what I'm saying. If they were prepared for it,
no, because like
they would have been able to cut better. They would have kept going.
Of course, yeah, because like people who are not in Seattle, who are not from Seattle, or don't know people from Seattle, don't know just how passionate and how like it was like losing a family member for like some of them.
Yeah.
Because like a lot, like think about like you had like these fans who like had grown up with this team, and this team was like.
Well, it's too bad Daniel Bryan wasn't there for that.
Yeah,
moment.
I mean,
I felt like Daniel Bryan should have just come out, and that would have been like, okay, we're better now.
Yeah, like, that was the only thing that could have cooled him down.
Yeah, probably, all right, we're better now.
Yeah, like because like that. Shit, yeah, that shit was like.
I'm not even from Raw, but I just had to come out and be like Seattle rules, and then just walk back off.
Yeah, I know. Cause
I'm gonna let you finish. But
yeah,
Seattle SuperSonics have the best team of all time.
Yeah,
and then just walked off.
They were hurt. It was like you moved. Like it was like you moved my grandma to another state, and then we're like, she's my grandma now.
Oh yeah,
like it's like,
and grandma like gives you the good birthday cards, like loaded with $100.
Yeah,
she makes sure that like even though she's not a great cook, but she'll hook you up with that good Carvel cake.
She's like, I love you, boy.
I just love you.
I love you, son, but I can't. I'm his grandma now.
Yeah, now
you're like, what?
I've been drafted to Oklahoma City.
Yeah, he says I'm his grandma. I'm sorry.
I'm a little senile. I
can't do it for you anymore.
I don't have it in me to fight this fight right now.
I'm sorry, baby.
I'm his grandma.
I still, you can still come and visit me, but I can't call you my son or grandson no more. I'm his grandson.
That's it.
Yeah, I'm his grandmama now.
And you're like, what the fuck? This is bullshit. You said you were gonna make me oatmeal cookies, Braun. Yeah, no. And then Braun Strowman comes out. Yeah, pretty much.
Speaking of Braun Strowman,
whatever happened to Braun Strowman bullying Kevin Owens?
Let's just drop that because that's what they've done.
It's like a thing that
we're gonna talk about Braun though.
Yeah,
but Braun like almost fucking lost this week to Dean Ambrose.
That was good. I like that.
And this is also what I've been saying for weeks. It's like, why even have Dean Ambrose in the WWE if there's no chance he could beat fucking Braun Strowman, and you're gonna have Braun Strowman in the main event? Like at this point, Braun does not need to look strong. Braun needs to have a good match now. And that's what's happening. He had a match where both of them looked good. They were showcasing their strengths.
Yes.
And it looked like, oh man, Dean can pull the upset. So that makes Dean look good.
I mean, he's big
because on a good night, Dean could win. I could see that.
He should win on a good night. Where it's like it shouldn't be like Braun Strowman. Like Braun Strowman should only be squashing jobbers.
That was not a squash match. That was a match match, and it was good.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying like Braun Strowman should only ever squash jobbers.
All right, so if you want to go back to the Kevin Owens point, yeah, that was sad.
Yeah, like it's like if he's squashing you, that means you're a jobber now. Like Brock Lesnar doesn't squash normal wrestler. Doesn't squash like main eventers. He didn't squash Braun Strowman. He didn't squash Samoa Joe. He didn't squash they had like a match.
He kind of squashed Braun Strowman.
It wasn't a long match, but it was a match.
It was like 4 minutes.
I mean, that's long for Braun. That's long
for either of them. I guess at this point. But Braun has been putting on good matches with Finn Balor. Braun has been putting on now a good match with Dean Ambrose. So I have confidence in his ability. And, he's also put on good matches with Roman Reigns, obviously. I don't want to take anything away from Roman. No. Like, look, here's the deal. Now we know he has the capability. He's green anymore. He's now like fucking 2-year veteran, at least, on a main event level.
Sure.
He knows what the fuck he's doing, So, like, don't put him in there with people who you're just going to squash because it only makes the main roster look weak.
Yeah, I mean that's my thing. It's like Kane, like back when Kane was the monster, like your monster character, your monster gimmick. He would squash jobbers. He would squash guys that you knew people didn't care. Like not that people didn't care about that you knew you didn't care about. You were never gonna push him. You were never gonna Like he would squash like fucking Too Cool and all these guys who were like good wrestlers, but like nobody that you were ever going to push into the main event.
Right. Like, so Ascension. Yeah. Fandango, Tyler, because it's like
Fashion
Police or whatever.
Because there was a reason that like these guys are jobbers. You're enhancement talent right now, and it sucks for you, but that's who you
well,
are.
look, everybody's got to make a paycheck.
Yeah.
I feel like Tyler Breeze is so happy that he just is on the main roster.
I think he's fun too. Him and
yeah, because
Fandango,
people were like, "Wait, you like main eventing in NXT,
yeah.
Tyler? Why are you so happy with your current status on the card?" And he goes, dollar sign emoji, dollar emoji, dollar sign emoji. He's just like, man, I just wanted to get to the dance. I don't really care how good I'm dancing now. Like,
yeah, no, it's like
some people are like that. Some people like Neville
yeah,
go, fuck this shit.
and leave.
And then he goes back to Dragon's Gate in
But
Japan.
Shout out to him.
He said, fuck that shit. I'm happy with my life. I wonder if this Dragon's Gate contract now, I don't know if he signed a contract with them or
Probably,
he's just doing indie stuff.
Probably indie stuff, I think.
Yeah.
I think there's too much money for him not to be a little bit free with it.
Well, now you've got Naito saying shit about a new member for Ingobernables.
Ooh, yeah. That would be cool. I could see that.
I don't see him doing it.
That would be fun. Neville as an Ingobernables
I think it would be
champion.
fucking amazing. But,
Yeah.
whatever.
I mean, that would be fun. But, well, we'll see. We'll see.
I mean, we also thought Neville was going to go to All In and ROH, but he only went to this other place, that is not, it wasn't even on the map until Neville landed back in it. That was
That's
his
true.
fucking home. I get that. But, it was not on the map of, any indie pro wrestling stuff.
Of course not.
And then all of a sudden he just, pops there and it's like,
That's true.
this is a thing now, guys. You should watch this thing. It's like, okay. Fuck it. Gotta do what I gotta do. So, all right, fine. Dean Ambrose and Braun Strowman have this fucking amazing match. Ends in a a DQ.
Which is crazy.
They all come out, try to fucking, check each other or whatever. But this is what happens progressively throughout the night on Raw.
Yeah.
So it's all leading somewhere, which is kind of cool. You
Like-
know what I mean? This is an excellent setup
They're
for their match at Super Showdown. I mean, this is how you fucking set it up. Fucking Roman Reigns defeats Dolph Ziggler.
Yes.
Then they have that promo that I talked to you about where they were like, we're not trying to have no weak links on our team.
Yes.
And then you get Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins, which is I feel like I've seen this match on Raw before, but I don't know why I really wanted to fucking see this match
Yeah.
because it felt fucking special, And then basically Drew McIntyre fucking destroys Seth Rollins from a distraction, and then they have a fucking beatdown segment. And you're like, okay, well, that's that. And then there was a couple oh, by the way, Ronda Rousey defeated Ruby Riott in a fucking 3-minute match. Okay, well, that doesn't help anybody.
yeah.
And Connor defeats Bobby Roode, and you go, well, what the shit now? What is the whole point of having him together with Chad Gable if it's just going to fucking end in a push for the Ascension? To be fair, the Ascension's been there a while.
As much as I love Bobby Roode and Chad Gable.
Yeah, tell me what you're feeling, because I don't know. We haven't even talked about this at all.
Like the Ascension deserves a push because they have
Can I
been
tell you, I
squashed
couldn't agree
into the ground.
fucking more. I could not.
squashed into the ground, and they were a dominant tag team in NXT. So
They were tag team champions for 150 days or some shit like that.
Yeah,
They held the title strong.
yeah,
Triple H had built them to a point where all they needed to do to win in the main roster was fucking show up. And then it's oh, cool, new dominant tag team. This is amazing.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden they were like, no, I think let's repackage them to Demolition. And then they were like,
oh, what about fake ass?
trying to promote them, and they were like,
What about-
well, these guys are supposed to be the Ultimate Warrior. What was it? The
fake-
Road Warriors.
Fake ass Road Warriors. Yeah, no, that sounds good.
Which is how it didn't work with Demolition either.
Yeah, I was just like, what?
It's oh, fake ass Road Warriors.
Yeah.
And then you go, Yeah, well, those guys weren't good either, so these
Yeah.
guys can't be good.
Like you,
And then you have JBL squashing them on the fucking microphone live,
like burying them all the
how
time.
dare you give these people a moniker of the Road Warriors when they haven't even done nothing yet? It's like, of course they haven't fucking done nothing yet. You're squashing them before they even get a chance, you son of a bitch. You fucking bully piece of shit, JBL.
Yeah, fuck you.
That's why you don't fucking work for the WWE anymore, because you're a piece of shit. Who told you to fucking say that?
He's an absolute asshole, and like everyone
Did
knows
fucking
that.
Vince McMahon whisper that for him to say that on the microphone?
No.
Because fuck you, JBL, you fucking piece of shit, burying young talent that have been groomed by Triple H and fucking Dusty, because Dusty was alive then.
Yeah,
So yeah, he gets a win over Chad Gable.
I'm okay. With that.
I'm fucking super okay with that.
I'm okay.
It's not like Connor's a little guy.
No, he's a big.
He's a fucking big dude.
Yeah, that's why I'm like at this point I'm okay with it. I'm like, if you want to give them a couple wins, fine. You want to give the B team a couple wins, good. I like the B team now. I think the B team got
The B team got over.
I think that's what hurt them. I think that's why they took the titles away, because they got over and they didn't think they were gonna get over.
I mean, yeah, it's ridiculous logic, but
Yeah.
it's sound WWE logic.
Yeah, it was
From the pattern I've seen before,
Yeah.
if you get over on your own,
yeah,
they don't like that.
yeah. That's it.
Because then I can't control you.
yeah, you going into
I
business for
can't
yourself.
control
Yeah.
you. That's the same thing with Becky Lynch. I'm like
Yeah.
waiting for her to lose her title
Sure.
any minute because they're trying to fucking keep Charlotte as the baby face. Nobody wants to fucking cheer Charlotte right now.
No.
You've made Charlotte into the female Roman Reigns.
Yeah,
like,
she's a heel now. You should just like fucking go with it and just sort of be like, you know what?
stop going against the grain. This is a good thing because like if you can like you need a top heel for your top face, right?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe your top face isn't who you want it to be a face, quote unquote, but you have a top face and now you have a top heel.
Yep.
Just go with it. Like it doesn't matter if the plan's going exactly the way you want it to. It'll be easier for the writers to write this when you just do kind of what the crowd is telling you. Like, this is what I like.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know, and fucking, like, Stephanie McMahon said in a press conference the other day, which got a Twitter backlash, was that, like, oh, we got to where we are by listening to our fans. And then everybody's like, really? Blah, barrage.
Of course, yeah.
It was Twitter barrage for her.
She'll have to live with that. I think she doesn't even manage her own Twitter, so I don't think she actually cares.
No.
Yeah, she's like, I'm gonna sidestep all that by going back to doing what I do, which is
Make money.
making money.
I don't give a fuck about you.
Fuck your feelings.
Yeah, it kind of is fuck your feelings. And you know what? That's totally fine.
Yeah, whatever.
Because this is why, you know, when we get to fucking SmackDown, you're going to see what fuck your feelings means.
Oh, SmackDown.
You're going to fucking see. But, like, I just also want to briefly touch the Alexa Bliss meeting Trish Stratus when she was 7, while Trish Stratus wasn't even wrestling. Okay, I've touched on that. That is terrible.
That was a promo.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, no... Okay, Alexa Bliss can't do simple math, but you've got a fucking superstar writing team, apparently, who can. Yeah. And couldn't just fucking simply logic the fact that, oh, no, Alexa would have had to have been at least, 9 for this promo to actually be somewhat verifiable.
It doesn't matter what her age was, all right?
Alexa, I've got a question for you. How old were you when you met Trish Stratus? It doesn't matter how old you were.
Yeah.
The fact of the matter is this. The Rock doesn't give a shit about women's wrestling, and neither does the WWE writing staff or the universe.
I think the universe cares about women.
No, actually, I want to take that back. The universe greatly cares. I was just
women.
saying it in the voice of The Rock, because
the-
I was like, The Rock would pile a lot of shit on.
The WWE writers definitely don't care about
No. I actually do care about women's
I
wrestling.
care, yeah, I
and I
definitely
just
do.
want you to know that, like, I'm okay with Ronda Rousey beating Ruby Riott, but not in a 3-minute capacity,
Yeah.
and then having no other fucking women's matches on the card.
Whatever. At this point, I'm just it's shit.
This is why your ticket sales are poor for Evolution.
Yeah.
You've squashed all your fucking homegrown talent. Like,
Yeah.
where's fucking Sasha Banks injured, but what's Bailey fucking doing? She's in basically mixed match challenge.
She's just
That's all
yeah.
she's there for.
Yeah, they just say that's just terrible. That's just terrible.
Bailey defeats Alicia Fox
Yeah.
with fucking Finn Balor out there. Like, oh god, I'm just so
It-
sick of.
Are
like,
they putting her and Finn together? Is that a thing they're trying to do now? I don't.
I'll tell you this. That's fucking at least good story. So if that's where this ends up going, like, I'm cool with that. Because then you
Yeah.
could have like Bailey turn on Finn or some shit like that,
Yeah.
which is basically what they're doing with Lana and Rusev, which is a good segment. That was fucking the one saving grace of SmackDown. But we'll go
Yeah.
there when we get there.
Tell me about Milwaukee.
B Team defeated the Revival. Even though I heard they had an amazing showing against AOP.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't account for shit. We talked about Kevin Owens. We did not talk about Kevin Owens defeating Bobby Lashley, though.
Yes.
You have nothing to say on the fact that they brought this guy in to be Brock Lesnar's anti-hero
I have nothing-
guy,
I have
whatever.
I have nothing to say. I just. What can you say? What is there really to say about that? Like, you're just like
Leo Rush really looks good. Like,
Huh?
every week, Leo Rush looks good.
Leo Rush looks great every week because he's amazing. Bobby Lashley looks good.
I want to see Leo Rush not on 205 Live. So like if that's the deal with Leo Rush is to be Bobby Lashley's hype man that looks fucking amazing, I kind of just want to see Leo Rush wrestle now. Like, don't care
Yeah.
about any of the other crap, including Elias and Kevin Owens and Bobby. So I'm just, if that's your goal, or if your goal is to make me want to watch 205 Live to see more of Leo Rush, that's not happening.
Yeah. No.
I still don't care enough about fucking 205 Live. I don't know what you could do to make me care about it other than like Cedric Alexander coming out and winning the IC title. Because then I'd be like, oh shit, I want to see what he's doing.
That would be dope. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they
I don't think he's fucking far off in weight or ability or height from Seth Rollins.
Yeah, no, he could do it. I mean, there's lots of guys in TO5 could be like main event. Main event. Yeah, main event wrestlers if they wanted to. They want to push them, but they don't want to push them, baby. They don't like them, baby. What can I say, baby? They don't like them, baby. There's like they don't like. They just don't like. There's certain people they like and certain people they don't like, and you can just kind of tell at this juncture who they like, baby, and who they don't like, and then who they don't like is like guys from 205, guys who are not over 250 pounds, guys who don't say brawn, guys who don't say ooh ah, and then do spears, guys who are Dean Ambrose when he was 20 pounds lighter.
Well, they really like Dean now, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Now they're kind of salivating over him, like, oh shit. And
big
they're actually giving him good storyline
Yeah.
to go with it. It's kind of like this, like,
Yeah.
will he or won't he break up the Shield
Yep.
deal. So here's the thing, I like that. I'm okay with that because they did that with Seth for a little bit, and then Seth, looked like he was back on the team, and then just turned right. If you want the max effect, you're gonna have to do that with Dean. You can't just have Dean be like lured away and be like, all right, well, you know what, I am deciding, fuck the Shield. It's I don't think you should do that. I think that literally they should just be like, all right, no, Dean's back on the page, man. Dean's cool. We don't know. Fucking Dean's turning on everybody now.
Yeah.
That's kind of what you got to do. But I don't even know if I want the like, oh, I didn't sell out, I was cashing in. I don't even know if I want to see that. I feel like that's more of a Seth Rollins thing to do.
That's absolutely a Seth Rollins thing to
I
do.
feel like a Dean Ambrose thing to do right now would be to be like, I'll be honest, these guys are kind of in my way.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really have anything personal against, Roman or Seth or whatever, but, like, I don't know. I kind of just want to do my own thing.
Yeah. Pretty much.
So I hit Roman with a chair. If anybody's got any suggestions, put it in the comment box. Talk to Mitch over there, the plant. I'm just gonna go now.
Yeah, no, that sounds right.
And then nobody would fucking boo him. Like, I
Ever,
feel like that would
ever.
be a fine Dean Ambrose thing to do. Like, I don't know, man. I'm not really like into Roman anymore. Like everybody else is Roman, but I kind of just like wanted a hot dog. You know,
I just kind of don't. I don't really give a damn. I was like, I get it. He's big. He beat Brock Lesnar. I get it. I don't care.
I mean, like I could beat Brock Lesnar too. But like I didn't have enough drugs that night.
Yeah, no.
Like that's like a. Yeah, I don't know if that's modern Dean.
Yeah.
That might have been like previous incarnation Dean.
Kind of, yeah.
But like that was still more interesting than half the shit they're doing. So I'll be honest.
Pretty much, yeah.
We'll see what happens. Anyways, segued right into the Becky Lynch shit. Yeah, that's the only thing they did on the card. But she's just good now.
She's fantastic.
She's always been good, but like now she's like talking shit and backing it up, Conor McGregor style.
Which is fantastic.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
This is all people want. That's all they want. They just want someone to talk shit and back it up.
Yeah. They don't get, like, it's funny, like Kevin Nash just buried all the
That's what Stone Cold did.
Kevin Nash just buried the whole generation. He's like, the new generation just doesn't have the presence and blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, they can have the presence.
Nah, Kevin.
No, they can have the presence.
Come on, Kevin Nash.
It's just like,
I know you're trying to make a quick buck on a podcast, but no.
He's like, they can have the presence. They can definitely have the presence if WWE would let them. But they don't. So they don't. And
I recognize what he's saying.
yeah, I get it. No,
He's coming also from a point of like, I know Vince and I know them.
Yeah, no.
So he's like, look, they just don't have the presence. So maybe they don't have the presence to pull Vince McMahon into.
Yeah, no, I get it. Like they don't have the the guts to go up and like be like, Vince, I think you should do this. Vince,
Drew McIntyre does.
Yeah,
We know that. Drew McIntyre's like, hey baby, let's go make some money. Let's like
I get what he's saying, but like the idea that they don't have presence is like, no, they have presence. They just don't have enough presence for Vince McMahon, who's like in a fucking cocoon. Called
That's true. Yeah, he
like,
really doesn't care about anything else.
Yeah.
Like he lives in a world where everybody is trying to please him actively.
Yeah, pretty much.
So when you live in that bubble, you really do need to impress the guy. But like, it's not like that for normal people.
No.
Which is why if Triple H ran this company, he'd be like, oh nah, man, crowd's really getting into you, man. I think we're gonna have to push you a little harder.
Yep.
But like Vince McMahon's like, they're cheering him. I don't know. The fans are stupid. They just do whatever they want sometimes. And then like, I'll see if this happens again next week.
Yeah, he'll like have Michael Cole be like, wow, it seems like we're in Bizarro land today.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah, like, oh.
You fucking patronizing.
You
guys don't even. This is why everyone's watching fucking ROH and like.
Seems like we're having
There's not
topsy-turvy
gonna
land
be,
right
yeah,
now.
there's not going to be any Raw after WrestleMania in like 5 years if they just keep it up.
There's
Just going to be like, oh, it's just a normal Raw. Just a normal day here at the office.
Pretty much, yeah.
Where nobody gives a shit and only cares about pleasing ad buyers.
Yeah, no.
That's all we do.
Pretty much. Samoa Joe almost got fired for going to AJ Styles.
Wow.
What's that about?
Yeah, it's the most dangerous man in all of sports and entertainment. There's never been a man who existed who hung a dude. There's never been a man who existed who took a man's father during a funeral and drug it across fucking dirt and things. There's never been a man who fed a dog to another, his beloved dog, to himself.
Roman Reigns tried to commit
pepper steak
vehicular homicide a year ago, and they didn't fire him.
So did his uncle Rikishi.
Yeah.
He tried to kill Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Stone Cold tried to kill Triple H by dropping him from a crane in a car.
Didn't I remember Edge throwing John Cena into the river
Yeah.
and almost killing him that way?
Braun Strowman dropped an entire
The Titantron.
Titantron on
Titantron onto Brock
Lesnar.
and Kane, and Brock limped out of medical emergency, and Kane was never seen again.
Yeah. Brock Lesnar, Braun Strowman threw Roman Reigns off of a balcony on a stretcher while he was
Yes.
There's a lot of things that people have done.
Pretty vile,
Yeah.
but yet going to AJ Styles' house and holding his baby. Probably while AJ filmed the segment.
Fireable offense.
AJ probably was filming it like, I love my baby. You know, like, so stupid.
I'm like, that's a fireable offense? Okay.
Yeah,
sure.
all right. But AJ begged me not to.
Sure.
AJ begged me not to. But you know what? Nobody gives a shit about any of this stuff. They only care about one thing.
What?
What happened to Milwaukee?
What
What
happened?
the fuck happened in Milwaukee?
What did happen in Milwaukee?
Well, apparently, Lana said, I want you to aid in English. And then that incensed fucking Rusev.
Mm-hmm.
He was fucking infuriated.
Mm-hmm.
He said he was going to sell the video to TMZ. That was the last we saw of those two. This is actually a great fucking feud.
Yeah.
And then there's the rest. There was R-Truth and Carmella defeating Andrade and Almas. And then New Day cooking. Wow. It was shit like this that made me, like, I was, like, ready to cheer for the Bar. I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
I want the Bar to fuck you up because you guys don't take wrestling seriously. That's what I felt like.
Yeah.
After I was watching The New Day. I was like, I'm ready for them to turn heel again because I feel like this gimmick would work better with them as bad guys.
They've been able to work it as good guys and bad guys. I mean, I feel like them.
I feel like I'm ready for them to just turn bad and then it organically turn good again.
Them turning heel would be really fun.
They never actually turn face.
Not really.
They really didn't. They just don't do face. Like, so like if Francesca is making everybody happy, they'll just be like, I'm taking away Francesca, but bring her out every week and tempt that they're going to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
You know, like, I'm ready for them to turn heel and do the same shit that they're doing now.
Yeah, they're the same characters when they're heel or faces. People just boo them when they're
I don't even think they boo them at this point. I feel like they just need like a little tweak of like...
Yeah, a little bit of life.
Like, I felt like the only life that New Day ever had in the last 5 years was when he was scared of Bray Wyatt.
That was really, really great.
And then they just did nothing with that. They were like, I'm not doing anything with this.
I think when the thing they had with Seth Rollins was really fun. They had a lot of great segments with Seth Rollins when he was champion. And like they were like, we're going to be your backup. We're going to be your friends. We're your friends, Seth. You know, like they had a lot of really great segments back there. The stuff with the Dudleys were really good. There's stuff with Edge and Christian.
I don't know what this Mr. Bootyworth thing is. It's kind of funny to say Mr. Bootyworth, but like after that, you're like, what is happening? You know what I mean? It's like, Mr. Bootyworth is here. It's like, oh, he is, isn't he? Wait, why do I care? Like, what are you doing to me?
Yeah, no, it's just like, it gets to the point where it's like, you know,
what is this? Like, this is so.
I mean, but
like I like satire, but. It's like over satire. It's like this could be a minute segment, and have the same effect as it did, and it just all it did was like be like, oh man, the Bar's really good. They should fucking win.
I mean, well, apparently Sheamus and Big E have like legit beef, or legit heat.
Yeah, from him probably ribbing him as a new talent.
Yeah, legit heat.
Oi. You should be kissing the ground I walk on. It's like, all right, you're talking shit now. I recognize that.
Yeah.
Granted, I don't know the level it was for Biggie. Maybe it was like really terrible, you know?
Yeah,
like that's fine, you know? Like, I'm sorry that you went through that. Like, fucking JBL used to torment other wrestlers and fucking crew members. He was just a fucking human piece of garbage.
Yeah.
So I can imagine. And not to mention your fucking knee deep in rib culture,
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know how bad the ribbing is, I feel like the ribbing is kind of going away now because of the corporate structure, but it's still there.
Yeah. So we'll see. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, like, whatever. That's what you do when you are wrestlers. You go through that shit.
Oh,
So it sucks. Sorry, New Day. Sorry, Biggie.
I want the Usos back really badly, but I know they're not coming back for a while. So.
Well, I want Bray Wyatt to come back, but and I'm also confused by broken Matt Hardy.
He retired.
But he didn't, though, because he's making YouTubes as broken Matt.
So weird.
Apparently he's making a Halloween special about the fucking broken Hardy family. So he could come back. It would make sense if he came back. Why would you make this Halloween special?
Well, he's trying to capitalize on his brand, so
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm also hearing the fact that there's going to be tier pricing for the WWE network where you could watch things for free. You could also pay and then get no ads. You could pay a little more and get exclusive content.
I don't know if I trust it.
No, they've been trying so hard to fucking get price brackets.
I don't know if I trust them or I trust that idea. But all right, we'll see.
No, that's happening. I just don't know what it's not.
I mean, I know
anymore.
it's happening. I just don't know if I trust.
I almost feel like
it.
fucking canceling my membership because I'm just not into what WWE is really putting out these days. But it's so lackluster.
They don't try very hard.
But I gotta keep it because I do a podcast, so that's that. Anyway,
Yep.
Randy Orton had a moment with Ty Dillinger.
Broke his finger or something.
Wow.
Like that. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot. Another thing.
Actually, the biggest surprise of the night was Shelton Benjamin defeating fucking Daniel Bryan. That
was pretty dope.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I did not see that shit coming.
I like that they're using Shelton Benjamin more because he's a really great talent and he's been off TV for so long that it's kind of been weird that he hasn't been on TV because I'm he's one of your premier talents. He should be feuding with Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah, but he was their premier. He was WWE's premier talent back in the day. They kept trying to push him.
Yeah,
but he could never make it past Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah, I don't understand why.
Because he can't talk. That's
yeah.
the truth. His mic work is just not great. But if you put him with a Paul Heyman, the mic work doesn't really matter.
I'm gonna tell my mama. I'm gonna tell my mama. What do you think? Shelton, baby, it's okay.
That was one of the worst things that I got. Honestly,
Shelton, baby.
That made me hate wrestling back then.
The Shelton Benjamin mama angle, the golden standard, Shelton Benjamin.
Well, she was clearly an actress from sitcoms and shit.
She was, yeah.
I mean,
Shelton Benjamin's mama.
And then Asuka was on TV
again for the first time in a while.
Yeah, that was SmackDown.
It's just so by the numbers, and it's every once in a while you'll have a nice thing, and then the rest will just be by the numbers, and it's aren't you guys a little tired of doing it by the numbers? You got the Super Showdown. Oh yeah, we forgot about talking about Undertaker and Kane showing up.
We totally fucking missed that. Yeah, that was amazing. Actually,
that was actually a really cool moment. Yes.
Not to mention that, but Shawn Michaels has a baldy now.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't. It makes me feel a little strange.
Well, it's too late. You can't go back now.
Well, yeah.
Now you just gotta ride it out.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
Shawn Michaels has been losing his hair since fucking 2005.
He's been balding for a little bit. So yeah,
and he never thought he was probably gonna make it back into a ring again. That's for certain.
Sure.
So he's just you know what, guys? You want me to come back? Fine, I'll come back. But look, I'm not gonna have this receding fucking hairline. Fuck off. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna shave it.
I'm just gonna do whatever the fuck I want. And they're you know what? You're Shawn Michaels. You can do whatever you want. He's I know, guys.
Yeah.
Fuck off. So, yeah, that's pretty much wrestling this week.
It was.
In a nutshell, I mean, we had some things happen on NXT, but most notably, Lars Sullivan
Beating EC3.
Yeah, I
Again.
mean, like, it kind of was just more of like, wow, EC3 was a big acquisition for you guys, and you don't give a shit. So, I don't know.
We'll see. Give
Yeah.
it time.
I mean, you know what? NXT shines best when you just watch the pay-per-views, I noticed. Like, you don't need to really watch the weekly product, because it's only an hour anyway. It's not like they're like, well, we're a 2-hour show, bell to bell.
Yeah.
You know, we're really trying to get an audience to follow us. It's more like, dude, you could just fucking go online and Google what they've done for the month, because they do TV tapings.
Yep, pretty much.
So, like, you don't need to watch the weekly product. Most of the time, if you just watch the pay-per-view, they're going to recap all the crazy shit that's been going on.
Yep.
That's it for me, really, on that product. You know, like, if you want to see, like, a great match, yeah, you can tune in. You're going to see some awesome shit. But, like, if you're kind of just casual at this point,
Yeah,
you can just tune in pay-per-view. You won't be disappointed, I'll tell you that.
pretty much.
It's just strictly better than fucking
We
the main roster.
Yeah. I mean, like, the NXT takeovers are always. NXT takeovers might be the best product they have at this point.
I'll say this also. I think if they want people to watch NXT,
Sure.
they should stop taping, because they have the ability to do live.
Yeah,
They should do a live week to week and make it 2 hours.
that would be cool.
And, you know, just really, you know, get
Go
your
for it.
writers that you want to groom to
Yeah.
take over after Triple H decides, you know, or
I
not
think,
decides,
I
but
think
after
they're doing it, but we'll see. Because he has been hiring his team. He's been like,
yeah, he's been assembling his team to, like, basically be like, all right, bye, Kevin Dunn.
yeah,
You know, like,
peace.
I really don't need you to just agree with everything I say.
Peace, Mark.
I kind of want to make the best product
yeah.
possible.
Later,
And bye.
Later, Kevin Dunn. Later, Mark Carano. See you later. You can go.
What would happen if Triple H took over, like, right now?
I
I honestly
I
think
have no
that there would
idea.
be no 205 Live, NXT, and the main roster.
That would be pretty cool. I feel
know.
possibly. Yeah.
But yeah, I think they could, if they want to make a product that makes sense. They shouldn't have a 205 Live. They should have Evolution.
That would be cool. Actually, yeah. I would dig that.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying completely take the women off Raw and SmackDown. You need to have a main roster presence. But if you're only going to have one match for women on Raw and SmackDown, it should be a 15-minute match, not a 7-minute. Oh, wow, I'm really into them. Never mind.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Yeah.
you can't get into a match in 7 minutes.
I
It
agree.
just doesn't make sense.
I agree.
Anyway, that's wrestling. Thank you for tuning into the Smark Tank this week. You can reach us on Facebook at facebook.com/ILikeSmarks, on our Twitter at ILikeSmarks. You can email us at wearesmarks@gmail.com. Also, shout out to the Nation of African American Wrestling and our friends at the Council of Commentary. Talk to y'all later.
Later, guys.